Do you have no clue what your teacher is teaching you? So I just want to tell you that everyone has different learning styles. Okay. So if you're in class and your teacher is teaching a lesson or a new subject and you have no idea what's going on, I want you to know it's not you. Everyone learns differently. And you might be that person that is not understanding how the teacher is teaching the material. So, what I want you to understand that as you go through life, you're going to realize that different teaching styles benefit you and some do not. Now, obviously, when you're younger and you're in school, you got to kind of put up with it because, listen, it's your teacher. You can't really change your teacher. However, I want you to remember this experience because as you go through life, you will have different teachers. So I'll give you an example. I started playing tennis about 7 years ago. I never played a sport in my life. My husband's the avid tennis player. And so I'm like, yeah, I'll just try tennis. So we joined the tennis club. We hired a pro. Her name is Robin. She's awesome. But what happened was when Robin started to coach me, she would like yell at me. And I was very taken back because I'm like, this is so not motivating. Like you're yelling at me, like is that supposed to be motivating? Because like I feel like that's not motivating. So what I had discovered was, and a lot of coaches do this, a lot of coaches will yell and they think that that's inspiring and motivating and getting you to work hard and do what you have to do. For me, it's the complete opposite. If you're yelling at me, especially if I'm paying you and you're yelling at me, then that's like the worst. So I finally had to like take a step back because I wasn't hearing what she was saying because I basically just like shut her out. And again, because I am an adult at this point in time, and I finally realized that communication is so key. So what I did was took her aside and I said, "Hey, dude, like, I appreciate your tips and you teaching me." I said, "But just so you know, yelling at me does nothing. Like when you yell at me, like I can't hear anything you say." What I love is I love positive feedback. I love to, be spoken to in a nice way. That's how I learn. That's my learning style. Positivity. Wow. Encourage me. Wow. Encourage me without yelling at me. So I started to realize that there are certain ways that I learn better. And it's the same thing for you. There are going to be certain styles that are going to resonate with you, and there are going to be certain styles that do not. Now, funny thing is, I come home that day after that lesson. I tell my husband, who has been in sports his entire life, and what he tells me is, yeah, Con, growing up, when I was in sports, that was a thing. Coaches would yell. Coaches was just like, they were just kind of mean. And so for him, that was normal. For me, that is the complete opposite of normal. So that's why I'm telling you. I want you to understand it. If you don't understand the material, guess what? It's probably the way your teacher's teaching it. And guess what? It may not be the right style for you. Now, obviously, like I said, you can't change your teacher. I mean, maybe you can, but you really can't. So what do? Get your tutors, do whatever you have to do. But the thing, and what I teach you in all my videos is I never, ever, ever want you to feel bad about yourself if your teacher's style is not what resonates with you. You are not dumb. You are not stupid. It's just the style. So please remember that, and please know there is nothing wrong with you.